We are being welcomed to Hawkins by this Stranger Things themed Christmas tree. I see you, D20. I see you hiding in there. And various other Stranger Things adjacent decorations, sort of. But where we actually are is Manchester Piccadilly. And the large show ad billboards here have changed since we were last in Manchester, as you would expect, with a just slightly festive poster for Matilda that Aeron pointed out says, "Gift the gift of Matilda this Christmas," as well as Tina. Oh, we're missing you, Tina. Oh no. Shout out to my friend Claude, who is on the Tina tour. I would like to go see Claude in the Tina tour. We did Sister Act together. Also, oh my god, hey, everybody. Hi. That was a little cold open for part 2 of the 12...
Oh, is it part 2 now?
It is part 2. I decided it should be part 2. The 12 days of pre-Christmas theatre. Basically, Aeron and I have this 12-day stretch of back-to-back shows, 1 to 2 shows every day for 12 days before finishing for a little festive break around Christmas time.
And
today,
what's the chances we still go to the theatre?
Oh, during Christmas? I know. We will. We'll still see shows, but it won't be work, necessarily. Today, we find ourselves in Manchester. We have travelled to the north on a train, which was relatively painless, because we got on early enough that there were still seats. It did get busy. It's also like the third to last weekend, or the second to last weekend before Christmas, so busy time. Oh, maybe Sean's on that tram. We're also meeting Sean. Just filming the trams because I love them, but also keep an eye out for Sean, everybody. 5 points to the person who can spot Sean. And as we stroll through Manchester towards the first of 2, what is this?
Oh no.
What is this? It's fine, we're going to walk straight through the middle.
Yeah.
Oh, as we get closer, I have only more questions.
Yeah, that's why I was like, maybe we pause the video for a sec.
Maybe we do. What I was about to say, oh, it's still happening.
Yeah.
Okay, what I was about to say, life can no longer be paused, is that as we head to the first of 2 theatres that we're going to today, which is Home Manchester, we find ourselves, as we so often do, strolling down Canal Street. Canal Street is an iconic part of Manchester's gay district. It's sort of the hub, basically, thereof, with lots of brilliant venues, lots of culture and nightlife and entertainment. And currently, it seems very possibly some sort of festive seasonal gathering, or maybe just a Saturday for a group. Can I say it's not pejorative to say furries? Like, that is the name?
Yeah, I think so. Well, it says fursuiters.
Persons of fur. That's what Avenue Q puppets call themselves. This is just a little different to that. You may see in the background a certain quantity of fuzz. I mean, I hope they have a nice afternoon. Aeron James, while I process, do you want to tell us which shows we're seeing today?
Freaky Friday.
Woohoo!
On a Saturday.
I know.
And so it is kind of freaky because it's not a Friday.
I know.
And then we're seeing Singin in the Rain.
Singing in the Rain.
And a new venue for us.
Yeah, so we're going to...
so many vlogs and shown you like the outside of, but never been in.
We've vlogged around Manchester a few times because it's a nice little trip for us, because we don't come here very often. So, and there's a lot of theatre here.
A lot of theatre.
Lots of theatres here in Manchester, and some very exciting ones. First up, Home Manchester. This is only our second visit, because we were here to see Hedwig and the Angry Inch a few years ago with Davina De Campo.
Yeah, like we've seen something else there, and I'm like, no, we've actually only seen one show.
Is that the day we met Ellie Talks Theatre for the first time?
It was.
Oh my gosh, that's how long ago that was. But yes, going there to see Freaky Friday, which is having its UK world premiere, it's UK premiere. And then Singin' in the Rain at the Royal Exchange, which we have walked inside. We have seen the sort of spaceship-like in the round venue, but we have never seen anything in there. I have watched people watching a show because it has clear walls, but I've never seen one in there. I'm so excited. It's Lee Mead in Barnum the Circus musical, the world's greatest showman. I find it so funny that that's going on tour as The Greatest Showman readies to make its world premiere down in Bristol, and Come Alive, The Greatest Showman circus show, still plays in London. You could have like an epic Barnum-y weekend if you wanted that. Also, Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. We're at the back of the Palace Theatre, Manchester, I suspect, and that's why we're seeing all these ads. Yes, here it is, the Palace Manchester. Tina, advertised outside the station, currently playing here. Here she is. And here's a sign for Freaky Friday on the building that houses Home Manchester, where we've only visited once before, but it is all vaguely familiar. We see the shocked faces of Jenna Pandia and Rebecca Locke. Rebecca Locke, who we saw on stage the last time we came to Manchester. We're just constantly travelling up the country to see Rebecca Locke do musical theatre when she was leading the Here and Now, The Steps musical, when that had its gala opening ahead of a tour. She did a few tour dates, and now she's in Freaky Friday. What a year Rebecca Locke's having, and so well deserved. Here it is, here's the front entrance. When I think of home, I think of a theatre in Manchester. We are tempted by some lunch, actually. Last time we were here, and it was years ago, there was poutine. I would like for there to be poutine again. So we actually found somewhere very nearby to the theatre. We have stopped for lunch. Thank you, I was about to ask you what the name was. Essie's. Cute little sort of breakfast and brunch, lunchy coffee establishment here. Look at Aeron James's jacket potato. Tuna and cheese with salad. Added to salad. Sean's got bacon sandwich. That's mine, thank you so much. Wow. This is a grilled chicken. I did not realise I was getting like a brioche bun situation. And this is, it looks like I'm just drinking milk. That is a white hot chocolate because it is cold. I'm going to have to show you quickly because this pre-show playlist, though banging, will get me demonetised. This is the set of Freaky Friday. It's looking cute. Here in the semi-intimate venue that is Home Manchester, we do have circle levels, but we're sat here in row J of the stalls for Freaky Friday on a Saturday. We are out of the show. My hair is windswept. And I want to point this out. Sean showed us a picture of this earlier. Is this not Zippy from Rainbow as Santa? Surely that's Zippy. Look at the eyes.
It's really pretty.
I can't quite tell.
Sparkly now.
There's nothing around it.
It's supposed to be like a gingerbread man.
You think it's a gingerbread man? I think it's Zippy. The eyes are so specific.
Yeah.
I can't unsee Zippy. Anyway, this is some of the Christmas festivities of Manchester, everybody. I have a question for the group. If you had to swap souls and lives for a day with another person who is not one of the three of us, who would it be?
It'd be Cameron McIntosh.
A choice.
I'd make a lot of choices very fast.
Wow.
All my favourite shows.
Wow. Just pull the trigger on all of them.
That's your
Just be like, we need that back today. Eastwick, right here, right now. Aeron James, same question.
I'd do that.
Let's just do Bob Iger.
Aaron's going to be
Disney.
Bob Iger. Wow.
Disney, fun.
big responsibilities. I want to be a pony. I want to be absolved of all responsibility, and I want to trot about.
The pretty pony.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. And before our evening show, dinner has brought us to Turtle Bay, where we have small plates, as is the new way here at Turtle Bay. This is mango fried chicken, dumplings every single time. Festivals, dumplings, whatever you call them, they are essential. This is a new drink for us here, I believe, Cherry Sling. There used to be a happy hour at Turtle Bay, now it is 2 for £13 on cocktails all night long. And mac and cheese, which I've been very into recently. Everyone's got a little something. We're enjoying our Caribbean cuisine. We have entered into the Disney and Selfridges collaboration at Selfridges, where we have not only Glinda from Wicked Ornaments with a slightly puzzling facial expression, but also Disney things, and as Aeron has just pointed out, look at this. Yorkshire puddings. Who would not want? And you can't not peruse the Christmas markets. So I have a Jammy Dodger Blondie, and we may have just bought some novelty knitwear that Aeron and I will model for you later. I'm very excited about that purchase. They spoke to me immediately on a deep personal level. And as we continue to browse, we find ourselves upon the Royal Exchange. It's this building here, and the theatre is found within. Trying not to die while crossing the street. Ooh, and one stick of white chocolate covered marshmallows later, it is time to venture in to the Royal Exchange to find the theatre. If you've never seen what this theatre looks like before, prepare to have your mind blown. It looks like something out of a science museum. But first, my favourite thing in this building. This, from their production of Little Shop of Horrors. It's an Audrey 2 puppet. Potentially a very different style to one you may have seen before. It's Audrey 2. There you go, created in 2015. It looks older, actually. Created in 2015 for Little Shop of Horrors. Then there's Audrey. Lovely Audrey. So this is the Exchange building, and this structure in the middle here, told you it looked like something out of a science museum, is the theatre, and we can actually walk all the way around the perimeter. I don't know, I've only ever come here in the daytime. I've never come here, well, maybe I've walked past during a performance before, or maybe I saw a tech rehearsal or something, but I don't really know how it works in terms of when people all enter in. I'm sure that'll be something of a process, but we could walk all the way around because it's entirely surrounded by this foyer space, and it just sits in the middle of this very grand room here. Last I saw him, Aeron was buying a program which has this poster which says do 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 do, etc., which I thought was very fun. And now I don't know where he's gone. Once again, theatre behind me. Isn't it cool? It's so cool. You've got a bar here where you can get all the usual bar things, various beverages, but decorated with silver umbrellas, presumably for their festive production of Singin' in the Rain. Silver umbrellas and tinsel. Oh, people are now going in. There you go. And if you look carefully, you can see the seating areas in the round on 3 different levels. But for the first time today, we're going to go inside, and I'll be able to show you what it looks like from the inside. How cool! And having now taken our seats in row B, seats 42 and 43 with Sean in E68, this is what the inside looks like. 3 tiers of seating here, raked down on the lowest level, and what you're seeing in front of us here, low to the ground, is the banquette seating. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. Sold separately and for a reduced rate, I believe, and a very novel way to experience theatre here at the Royal Exchange. But very much in the round, with walkways entering through various different doors. There is a door number on your tickets, and that is going to be the easiest and cleanest way to get to your seats. But I dare say wherever you sit in this auditorium, because it's nice and staggered, nice and raked, I think you're looking at a pretty unobstructed view regardless. We've got some band happening up here, lots of gorgeous retro nostalgic lighting, but of course, having only ever seen the Chichester Festival Theatre production of Singin' in the Rain at the Palace Theatre and then on tour, I'm used to something of a big spectacle, which is what you tend to get with these sort of traditional, classic, classy musicals. It's always a very different and worthwhile experience seeing them in a completely different kind of a theatre, and seeing a show like this in the round is going to be entirely different.
I don't think it's ever been in the round.
No, this may be the first time it's ever been done, and I cannot wait. I am getting Jennifer Lopez Kiss of the Spider-Woman from the hat and coat, but the show momentarily will start and the vision will take shape. Are we excited, Aeron James?
Yeah, my first time seeing Singin' in the Rain.
Oh, your first time seeing the show at all, and both of our first times seeing something at this theatre. So believe it or not, they did just make a lot of rain fall on that stage, which was kicked up giddily into the audience, and now on this little TV monitor outside, you can see it being methodically dried. And we've just heard the singing, and now we have just found the rain. It goes from here up and over through this piping, and we have statistics about it here. Look, you're going to love this. 2,000 litres of northern water from the local hills, 34 degrees heated water to keep the actors warm in the rain, 300 litres of water used for each rain scene, 200 metres of 1-inch hose feeding the rain bars, 16 individually controlled rain outlets switched via DMX, and 45 minutes to clean up and empty the underfloor tank at the end of each show. What a commitment. I mean, it's astonishing, really, that in that in-the-round, intimate space, they could just do that. I was kind of staggering. Audience members, particularly on the front rows, and particularly one of these, there you go, there's an example. One of those banquette seating sections did get a slightly thorough kick of rain, but no one got drenched. No one got soaked. I was fine.
Anybody's things are on the floor, though.
Yeah, that's a choice. Yeah, maybe don't do that. And from singing in the rain to running for a train, or actually just walking briskly. So Manchester, quite difficult to get late night trains back. Apologies if you're just hearing wind noise. It's slightly breezy here in Crewe. I'll explain how we're in Crewe, which is not in Manchester. It is a little bit south. Yeah, Manchester, there's no like post-evening show trains you could get back to London, even back down to Birmingham. we are kind of as far in the direction we wanted to go as we could get. There was a 10:33 train that by all accounts we were never going to catch. It got delayed by 20 minutes, so we got to catch that. There also would have been an 11:36. So we are walking to the travel lodge that I booked for the three of us. You can stay 3 adults in 2 beds in 1 room in a travel lodge. Fun slumber party for us in Crewe. And we also visited McDonald's. Not because we were desperately hungry, but I think because we needed the emotional pick-me-up. It's a kind of wild travel and theatre weekend, and sometimes you just need a little bit of indulgent self-care, and sometimes that looks like nuggets and the little cheese bites that they're doing seasonally at an Oasis at midnight before we walk the 20 minutes down this road in Crewe to our travel lodge, the glamorous life that we lead, because tomorrow we're seeing a family musical in Birmingham at 10:15 a.m. That's why we've come to Crewe, everybody. What is this weekend? Back on the road 2 few hours later, and I have spotted a sign for the Lyceum Theatre, the Crewe Lyceum that is, which we will not have the chance to explore because we are literally just walking back to the train station to be out of here on like a 9 a.m. train down to Birmingham.
Oh, and we've said goodbye to Sean, so don't worry.
We've abandoned Sean.
We've not left him.
We've abandoned him. He's heading home. We are going down. There were at one point designs on adding a second Birmingham show because, like Manchester, a lot of theatre in Birmingham. But we will actually be back up in that part of the world in the not too distant future.
Like in a week.
Yeah, so don't need to be as concerned about that. And I have, as you might imagine, a mounting number of reviews to put together from the last week, a couple still from New York, all of which I'm desperate to try and get done before the end of the year. So we're gonna go see this 10:15, 1-act, 1 hour long family new musical called No Such Thing as Wolves at Birmingham Hippodrome. And then we're going to get a train home, whereupon I will sit down in front of a different camera and talk about theatre. But apologies for not giving you a room tour of the travel lodge. It was very gratefully received and checked into. It was absolutely a travel lodge. It's Ozzy the Bull, everybody, because we're here in Birmingham, power walking. This was always an optimistic train journey, but in fairness, it was the earliest option. 9:05 from Crewe was set to arrive 9:56 at Birmingham New Street ahead of a 10:15 performance. It does not take that long to walk to the Hippodrome. However, we did not leave Crewe for 11 minutes, which was our entire margin for error. Oh, there's a reindeer. I think there's multiple because this one's got a name.
It's a reindeer walk.
There's a reindeer walk. How cute. That's Dasher. Maybe we'll collect more over the festive period. Hello. The good news is Aeron and I are fast walkers for gay reasons. And also, we know Birmingham well. Aeron is from this neck of the woods. We know that Google Maps is being pessimistic about how long it's actually going to take to walk to the Hippodrome. And we may just make it on time, but we're going to make it on time. It's also like a ages 3 up family Babes in Arms performance. If we're a couple minutes late, hopefully they can sneak us in at the back. This is a new family musical from the department at Birmingham Hippodrome, who over the last few years have become the kind of home and hub of new British musical theatre. So we do like to try and come and champion and celebrate. They do a lot of work with youth theatre companies developing newly written musicals, and also once a year family shows. Last year it was The Jingle Claw. Yeah. Didn't see that one, but this one is called No Such Thing as Wolves, which I had been led to believe there was such a thing as wolves. So much for me to learn this morning. As Aeron points out, we can already see the theatre down there by the Christmas tree. A theatre we have visited many, many times. Aeron more than I, having grown up around these parts. If I can offer anyone travel advice from an overthinker such as myself and an overplanner, you can pre-Google the station layout to figure out which door you need to leave by. That will make the difference. Leave by the right exit, especially in a big station like Birmingham New Street. Oh, we're so close. Oh, there's artwork at the front of the theatre for the show we're seeing. That's cute. This is in the studio space. Sorry, Aeron, I just collided with you there. It's that way, it's over there. I'm angling. I'm crossing. I got it right. There's also a poster for it here. No such thing as wolves. Currently in the main space at Birmingham Hippodrome, which is a large theatre space, is pantomime. As with many regional theatres in the country right now, they have Robin Hood, because they tend to, correct me if I'm wrong, they tend to get the Palladium Panto production the year after.
Birmingham Hippodrome is the second city, so Birmingham normally gets everything second.
There you go.
From the Palladium.
Well, the great news is we made it. We are here in the Patrick Studio space at Birmingham Hippodrome. We have this programme / colouring book. The branding of this is My First Musical. No Such Thing as Wolves. We love new British musical theatre, but also new British musical theatre being developed specifically for young and family audiences. Look at this set design as well. This is the most exciting thing I've ever seen in this space. We've got an elevated band up there, live music, live musicians, young audiences seeing creative collaboration happening. I'd be entranced as a child to be brought in and see a set design like this. I think this is really cool. There are colourful characters. I think there's a meet and greet at the end. We also have a gift bag which contains within it this biscuit that I will be eating. That will be the second breakfast after my porridge on the train. And this flag, which I will wave if given the opportunity. Oh, it's just gone. Okay, we're going to stay here until it flashes back up with the QR code to see if you can scan it and listen to the music for No Such Thing as Wolves. We love new musical theatre writing, but also those songs were really great. Try scanning this. There you go. I'll stay still. See if that works for you on your own devices. But if not, search up. There you go. Oh, you can find it on Spotify. No Such Thing as Wolves. Wow. Let's have a party. Party today. Let's have a party. Party today. Great songs.
Yeah.
Great show.
Yeah.
Amazing design
Yes.
in the Patrick Studio space.
Stunning. Now I'm like, okay, that's set up what that space can do.
Great costuming, brilliant puns, smart writing, but also so family. See, you can hear them singing as well. So family friendly. So great for kids, but also easy for adults to enjoy.
And I love to hear a little child behind us say, "Can we watch that on TV again?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Oh, that's great. That's a very good sign that they could tour." I really hope that tours. Like, does a children's tour to venues like?
That's a great show. That's a great, easy show. Great performances from that cast.
And it's nice to see that like you don't have to rely a kids show on like well-known IP that already exists.
And but also, the song that was a sing-along song, the one that is stuck in our heads, and it's one that they get the audience to sing along with. It's also the finale, and it sounds really basic. Go listen to the rest of those songs because they're not all basic. There's like calypsos, and there was like a sort of Beach Boys-esque
and a lullaby,
number,
and like a chess style duet. Where I was like, why is this giving like?
Like, dare I say, some moments that were more sophisticated than a lot of musicals I've seen written for adult audiences. So yay, Nutcracker also coming here, but yay for No Such Thing as Wolves. Yay for Birmingham Hippodrome, uplifting new musical theatre and bringing it to audiences, but also young audiences, as one of the key areas of focus. Getting that next generation of theatre goer and getting them early. There was a meet and greet at the end, which was so sweet. And also my favourite thing is they then showed them there were certain cool effects that happened in the set, and they showed them how they worked, so you're getting them excited about the magic of theatre and also all of the creative elements of that as well.
On stage work, but it was great to see like stage management being celebrated and like creative design work.
And I have a flag. Let me wave my flag. Hold on. I'm flying the flag for new musical theatre. Woohoo! Yay! Glad we made it. It was touch and go, but we made it.
We did. That was such a sweet.
We're going to potter about.
To spend a morning.
Yeah, going to hang about in Birmingham now, and then get a train home where hopefully I will be able to film like the 8 or 9 reviews that I am now due, because seeing more shows than I can keep up with. And we are back. Oh my god, hey everybody, welcome to Monday. The Monday of, like, the final full working week before the festive break. And our final 5 days of seeing shows before Aeron and I take a break. What in the 2010s is this fringe situation? Oh, Aeron is back from Tesco, getting his lunch. I have been editing, wearing my Percy Pig pyjamas, and I'm getting ready to try and film at least one review before we head to Bristol this evening. I know, we've been everywhere. Manchester on Saturday, Birmingham on Sunday, Bristol tonight, and then a whole lot of London this week. Hello, my love.
I thought you were on the phone to someone then.
No, we're vlogging.
Hi.
Aeron James, everybody. I am beginning to feel more festive. Hello. Bananas.
Those are your bananas.
This is my breakfast and lunch bananas this week, because today we're probably not leaving until 3 or 4ish to head over to Bristol. Every other day until Friday is like a 2-show day, matinee day, or something happening in the afternoon, so not a lot of daytime filming time, but also just like gonna need to grab food and run a lot, basically. Starting to feel slightly more festive though, and have decorated in small amounts. We're never home, we're always either at Aeron's parents or mine. Tinsel. But just little festive touches. There's not really much point us having a tree. Tinsel. But it's nice to have little things. Look. There we go. Our windows need cleaning, and they're cleaned via robot and drone, and we watched it cleaning other people's windows above ours, but not ours. Hopefully that comes back in the new year. But I love these little snowflakes. You can put them on windows and also your mirrors. I need to put out more of them, but it's a cute thing to do. Anyway, I'm going to stop procrastinating, and I'm going to go have a shower and get ready for the day and put up more snowflakes before we head down to Bristol to go see their festive show, which is a new musical adaptation of Treasure Island, which is exciting. We will see you there. We're going to go get pie with Sean. It's all happening. We are on the train to Bristol, and how is this for vlogception? I am currently editing part 1 of the vlog that you are watching right now. How exciting, how wild. And we have arrived at the illuminated Bristol Temple Meads railway station. We are now progressing on foot to Bristol Old Vic, one of the oldest theatres in the country?
Yeah.
The oldest theatre in the country? I think it might be. It's up there. It's definitely up there. She's been here a while. And we are heading there, and thankfully it has rained, but it is not currently. And for that we thank the theatrical gods. Bristol is somewhere Aeron and I have travelled together and separately to see theatre in the past, both at Bristol Old Vic, which is a more historic and I guess slightly more intimate space, not unlike the Old Vic in London or like Theatre Royal Bath. It's still a multi-tier theatre, but it's not stuff that like big commercial tours go to. They would go to Birmingham Hippodrome, which is one of the largest touring theatres in the country, which we are visiting next year to see what?
The Greatest Showman.
This is the greatest show! This might actually be a vlog exclusive. I don't know that I've confirmed yet, but we have in fact booked tickets to go and see the world premiere production of Disney's The Greatest Showman at Bristol Hippodrome next year. For now though, the Old Vic it is to go and see Treasure Island, a new musical adaptation of Treasure Island with a score by Jake Brunter and Pippa Cleary.
Yeah.
Which is particularly exciting. Passing the waterfront here, my biggest piece of advice for anyone travelling to Bristol: this is a pavement, this is a bicycle lane, and they do not play. Do not walk in a bike lane. You may get hit by a cyclist. What we're passing now is yet another hippodrome. Not the Birmingham Hippodrome that we visited yesterday, but the... Oh, Sooty's in this?
Yeah.
Sooty's in this?
Young and Sooty.
Wow. Sorry, this is the Bristol Hippodrome. They also have pantomime. They have Jack and the Beanstalk. Tell us what you just figured out.
So they've got Jack and the Beanstalk.
Yeah.
Which will be the Palladium Panto production of Jack and the Beanstalk. Because what they do now is when they've done the new Palladium version of a show, that production the next year will go to Birmingham Hippodrome. Then I believe Southampton Mayflower gets it, and then in that order, I think, then it goes to Bristol Hippodrome.
Seems so.
So it's the biggest venues, and it passes from them every year. So they'll get that version, and I think the Birmingham Hippodrome is a way that they can make sure it can go into those type of venues for the second year.
And this is Crossroads.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a couple of big pantomime producers, as well as a lot of independent pantomimes happening around the country.
This will have the beanstalk that appears in the middle of the audience.
Spoilers. But yes,
Also,
presumably yes.
Something I love about this is, like, at the bottom you've got Benjamin Yates and Ashlyn Weeks, who are both West End stars, and I love that they put the West End stars' names on the poster as
We
well.
appreciate that, we do.
Because Benjamin Yates has done loads of shows, including Wicked.
Yeah, Jersey Boys.
Yeah. And
But
then,
also Sooty.
Yeah.
Sooty's in this.
And then Ashlyn Weeks is coming to here direct from Starlight Express, I believe.
Here is a slightly closer look of this green illuminated theatre. Like I said, one of the biggest touring theatres in the UK, short of like the more stadium-shaped ones. The Bristol Hippodrome, where Mary Poppins had its world premiere, and where The Greatest Showman will next year as well. I was going to say this time next year, not this time next year at all. Late spring, in fact, March of next year. And we do have a little beanstalk image up the top there. Bristol's giant pantomime. I love that UK pantomime casting will have like celebrities and entertainment adjacent performers, but then also like iconic puppets. Like Basil Brush is doing Richmond, I think.
Yeah.
And Sooty is doing Bristol. And I just think, I don't know, I find that whimsical.
I've seen Sooty do Panto.
Oh! Have we walked too far? Where is Pieminster? I stopped paying attention. I was too distracted by Sooty. We have made it to Pieminster with Sean. And then there's Sean. This is the menu here with some festive pie options. There you go. Plenty of different pies that you can get. You can get them gluten-free, which we always love. There are starters, sharers, sides. But basically the premise is you pick your pie, and then you pick what you want with your pie, what you want atop your pie, dare I say. It's very good, hearty, filling food. We do enjoy a Pieminster. Mine, meanwhile, is the Christingle, because I like to order from a festive menu when I can, which is parsnip, chestnut, cheddar, and leek, atop a bed of mash with gravy and smoky beans, I believe. Sean has got, wait, don't tell me, the big cheese mothership with extra gravy.
Was that have extra gravy?
So I have had the gluten-free big cheese, which is lovely, and I had it mothership, so it has everything with it, gravy and mash and peas and a little bit of cheese on the top, and then I added the honey and mustard pig stick on the top. And I love this. To know that it's GF, I have this little cute little chilled out pie.
And then post pie, we have sticky toffee pudding with ice cream, and enjoying the reveller very much. Having a lovely dinner, must be said. How was everybody's Pieminster?
Very good.
What?
How was your pie?
It was very nice.
Good.
Too nice.
And on this here cobbled street, here it is. Now the facade is more recently built. You can see historic remnants of the original theatrical building, but if it's looking very modern to you, considering it's one of, if not the oldest theatre, Sean, the oldest theatre in the country?
The oldest theatre.
The oldest theatre, there we go. If it's looking deceptively modern to you, that is the reason why. But the red beckoning glow of Bristol Old Vic, and the even more explicitly beckoning glow of this neon light that says, come on in, which Aeron is already doing? Question mark? No, he is on a mission. Oh, he's found a poster for the show.
I do believe
There
that
you
was
go.
the original entrance though, like way back when, like the old building.
Yeah.
The side building to it.
Yeah. Did you visit this before this was added?
I did.
Were you here the year that the theatre opened?
I was not. But yeah, I think I remember that obviously used to be the main foyer, which is quite grand looking, but it's a really beautiful, modern foyer. They've done an amazing job on it.
Did you get what you needed? As promised, some remnants of the theatre's original structure. Also, this is less historic. Lots of pirate flags, lots of piratey additions, of course, for Treasure Island, some behind the bar here. Did you nearly fall down?
I did.
Well, I could have let that happen and not panned to it, but I felt the need. I felt the journalism calling. Yeah, we've got an entire skeleton just hanging out, really. I see an anchor over there. Lots of on-tap beverage options, lots of spirits, ice cream in a fridge. It's all going on. One of many theatres to have more than one theatrical space. We have the theatre as well as the Western Studio, where a morning and afternoon show has played today called Antarctica. I love these drawings. Someone is very talented with a little bit of chalk here. That's very impressive. We have information, of course, about our show. Should be finished by 9:15 with a 20-minute interval. Earlier start time, presumably because it's a family show. But speaking of Antarctica, colouring sheets down here, which I am incredibly jealous of, actually. I would love to do some colouring. This is very cool. We love a photo opportunity, but rarely do we see them this established. You've got an entire set of props and like a little setup here. You can stand at the wheel. We've got hats and wigs, etc. An entire cannon going on there so that you can set sail to Treasure Island with this fun photo opportunity. And we are here. We have made it into the historic auditorium of Bristol Old Vic. I will give you just a little pan around. It's one of those theatres where you have a little stall section and then the various gallery, circle levels, etc. just sort of wrap around the back. And there are 1, 2, 3. You can just about see some heads poking over the top up there. We have lighting rigs, we have the stage. I've seen plays and musicals here before. And as part of our visit this evening, we have a free show guide made available to everyone. There you go, the artwork there for Treasure Island, a new musical adventure. Bristol Old Vic's Christmas show this year. And it folds open with lots of rehearsal images. Look, you can read all about Treasure Island. I'm spoiling you with these QR codes. See if that scans for you there. And we can see we have a welcome there from new artistic director Nancy Medina. We have a director's note, which I will give a little read of. We have the cast, including Jade Adams in the role of landlady / Ben Gunn / Jim's mother / Parrot. The coveted role of Parrot. We have a treasure hunt. Oh, that's fun. We have jokes and games, pirate names, and the creative and production credits. All very exciting. And if I made it sound earlier like Brunter and Cleary, Jake Brunter and Pippa Cleary, only wrote the score, they did in fact write the entire thing, because Jake Brunter also wrote the book. Which one are we guessing is the answer to the path to Davy Jones' locker? I feel like it's B. I want to say B. Oh, but that would be incorrect. It's not B. It's... Oh. It was C the whole time. I should have known. The lure of the sea. The lure of the sea. Screw the treasure hunt. I just elbowed Aeron and said, look, there's dingbats. That is Long John Silver. Black Pug. Black Dog. Black Dog, I'd guess. Hat 10. Cap 10. Cap 10. Little let. A bit of. Oh, Smollett. Captain Smollett. From Treasure Island. That would make more sense.
Thank you all so much for coming out tonight and supporting local theatre. We appreciate that. This is a special place in Bristol so lucky to have it. And some of you might know, some of you might not, but Bristol Old Vic is a charity, and they work with thousands of children and young people over Bristol over the year, helping them and nurturing them. And I don't know about the rest of them, but without local theatre near me, I probably wouldn't be here. So it's a really wonderful and valuable resource for young people. So on the way out, the ushers have got all sorts of ways that you can spare your change, if you have any change to spare. So if you just take it out of your pocket and tap it on the thing, it will take your money. But thank you so much for coming out tonight. We really hope you enjoyed it. Tell your friends and have a wonderful and safe trip home.
Good morning, good morning. That is the wrong tap dancing musical for what we are seeing today. We are seeing Top Hat this evening. You may or may not be able to tell from this incredibly grey, drizzly weather. It is the early afternoon. It is about 1:45. We're heading to a media call for Top Hat at the Southbank Centre, where I think we're going to get the chance to see some performances. There might be interviews. There has been talk of a little bit of tap dancing, which I do enjoy. I've worn a semi-stylish outfit, or at least I thought so. I've subsequently realised I'm kind of dressed like Mickey Mouse, like accidentally bounding, which was not the plan. But you know, it's all good. Later this evening we will see Top Hat, and that is the day. That is Tuesday. I did a whole bunch of editing this morning. But it is funny to me that with a limited number of days left in this, the last week of working, hopefully before a festive break, and like a dozen more videos for me to make in time that I do not have, I'm spending a few of the hours of my life potentially tap dancing, as you do. Now the Southbank Centre is, perhaps unsurprisingly, located on London's South Bank, the South Bank of the Thames, near to the National Theatre. It was one of the theatres we could see from the London Eye last week, and it is just here. Previously...
This is the main building behind us.
Yes, where the Royal Festival Hall is.
Yes. And there's like exhibitions and everything in there.
Yeah, we have seen here previously Dolly Parton's Smoky Mountain Christmas Carol.
Yeah,
what a time that was. I also saw Bring It On here. You seen anything else here?
In this one? Mm-hmm. In the Queen Elizabeth Hall, I think just those.
Yeah.
And then I've seen like the Piazza in the Royal Festival and Ramin Karimlou's concert in there.
And the Everybody's Talking About Jamie premiere.
Yeah.
In this building behind us, which looks like more from the inside, as so many of them do, all this brutalist South Bank architecture.
My name's Kenny Wax, I'm the producer, one of the producers of this production. I was also the producer of the original Top Hat that played at the Old Witch Theatre back in 2011. Top Hat, the version we did in 2011, was a show that had never been done on stage in the 75 years from when the film first came out in 1935. It was one of Irving Berlin's great movie musicals. It starred Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers, which I'm sure you know. We brought our own Fred Astaire, three-time Fred Astaire award-winning Philip Atmore over from the USA to be our Jerry Travers in this touring production. And we were so thrilled when Chichester just a few months ago said that they would host it as their summer show. So without any further ado, we will see them a bit later. We're going to introduce the company of Top Hat, conducted by the live band, who you won't see, but I promise they're there. You heard them warming up. Steve Ridley is our music director on the screen, so we are remoting them in from a back room somewhere in the bowels of the building. So please welcome the company of Top Hat for putting on the Ritz. Thank you very much.
If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits? Putting on the Ritz. Different types of hair, they look fancy stripes, and how they go perfect twists. Putting on the Ritz.
Irving Berlin daughters, 3 daughters, and asked, could we perform this work? The answer was no. We will never allow Top Hat to be done on stage. And when I said why not, there wasn't really a great answer. And I said, don't you think it'd be lovely for Irving Berlin's granddaughters, great-grandsons and great-grandchildren to just see their great-grandfather's work on stage, and that kind of softened the hearts, I think, of the Irving Berlin daughters. The one you're about to hear now, which is called Outside of Ballet Love You, which is going to be performed by Clive Carter and Sally Ann Triplett, was also not in the show, but was also not in the movie. But what we knew is that we wanted a kind of anything you can do, I can do better sort of number, which in fact Irving Berlin also wrote, to provide the kind of final 11 o'clock, not really narrative, but the tying up of this beautiful relationship between Horace and Madge, who are the older couple that we fall in love with during the show.
I hate to cigarette to smoke, the way you kill a funny joke. I hate your phony, I hate that funny liquor mouth you drink with. That peanut on your shoulders that you stink with. I hate the dimple on your chin, the bath you dumped your body in. I hate your fingernails that you chew. I hate the gowns you buy, honest I do. Outside of that, I love you.
We have seen some performances. It's all looking very lovely, much tippity-tappeting. And now we are about to meet 3 pairs of principal cast members to chat to them about Top Hat and the characters that they play and the characters they might like to play. Tell us a little bit about your versions of the iconic Fred and Ginger roles.
Yeah, I think we've sort of taken what is so iconic and what already exists and just expanded on it, really. We've just... Yeah, it's the same show, but with more songs, more storytelling, more depth in some of the characters because we have more time and more space to do that. And yeah.
Yeah, 100%. There are specific nods choreographically from the film to honor the legacy of Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers. And and because film is film and stage is stage, you have to discover how it lives on stage as well. And so, I think it's been a gift to be able to discover what that looks like.
Tell us about the characters that you two are playing.
Where do we start? You want to
So
first?
I'm Madge, and this is my husband Horace. We've been together a fair few years now, but I like going and spending his money, and you like being trying to keep it, and we're like drifted apart, and we love each other dearly, but we've not kind of like gelled together properly.
I think it's also because the characters, they're kind of opposites of each other in a way, and that's what attracts them to each other. And so you think that throughout the show, it's like they're badgering about each other, but they actually do really love each other, which, without giving a spoiler alert, they do come together, and it ends up happily, I'm glad to say.
And it's a nice message about being together for a long for a period of time, for anyone, really. You know, it's just a lovely message about about relationships. There's a young relationship and there's an older relationship.
I think what's also nice that came out during rehearsals. That you know, I first of all thought this was just about the two leads, those two leads, about their story, but it's not. There is this other story. Apart from the young love, there's the old love.
And especially when we were in Chichester, the audience really got that. They really
got the idea.
They were like, oh yeah, I've got to go and do him tonight. But yeah, no, it's
lovely, and
nice.
they're nice characters, and we love playing them.
I play Bates, the butler, who is supposedly a comedy butler, if we're lucky. He's butler to Horace, and basically he is bored out of his mind serving this not particularly bright but rather well-meaning, very wealthy chap. But during the course of the play, he gets seriously challenged and is allowed to all his talents suddenly blossom, and not always successfully, but yes, he sort of seizes the opportunity to take part in this, what turns out to be this extraordinary farce of a show.
Lots to look forward to. How about yourself?
So I play Alberto Bedini. He is an Italian fashion designer to Dale Tremont. He is full of malpropisms and, I guess, continental faux pas, right?
Yeah.
And I get to sort of swan around the stage, keeping my ego afloat and having a great time.
I'm transfixed by the moustache work going on here.
Thank you so much.
He
It's real.
He goes out in public like that.
It's unbelievable. Can you believe it? I said that if I sometimes do it sort of Dali-esque, and I'm getting close to my eye now. I'm going to poke one out.
Well, I remember you could see it from behind at one point.
There we go.
Actually,
out to the side.
yeah.
You have been in these dance numbers. You have been doing the most sensational tap choreography, which is one of my favourite things to watch in the entire world. I'm so curious for both of you when you first started dancing and what it was that made you want to start dancing.
I started dancing when I was 3 years old, and it was Moses Opposes. It was Gene Kelly and Donald O'Connor, and also Gregory Hines and Sammy Davis Jr. I used to watch them religiously, and then also Mr. Astaire, obviously, and Ann Miller, the Nicholas Brothers, Bill Bojangles Robinson, all of these patriarchs and matriarchs of tap dancing and theatrical performance. Yeah.
Similarly, I started when I was 3 as well, and I started in ballet, and then there was a tap class after my ballet class, and I remember watching the tap class because my mum was late picking me up and being like, oh, I want to do that, that's so fun, and fell in love ever since. And yeah, big fan of Golden Age Hollywood movie musicals, used to watch, Eleanor Powell, Vera Ellen, and of course Ginger Rogers and all the rest, and fell in love, and haven't been able to escape that cult ever since.
Is there any part of you that's itching to go and grab a cane and join in and do some tap steps?
Well, I have been trying to learn the end of Act 1 in the wings, because I have danced a little bit before. And I've failing to pick up Philip's solo. But because I'm not until the second act, I can't kind of help myself. I have to come down to the shop floor and I have to listen to the audience at least once, just to see what they're, and then I usually watch the end of Act 1 just because it's great and it makes me feel good, and then I'm kind of like, now I'm ready. Yeah.
You're going to ask me now, aren't you? Yes, I thought you might. Well, actually, because I'm an old fart now. No, I used to do a bit of dance. I mean, I have done a bit of dance in my time. In fact, you've seen me do a bit of dance in my time. A little bit. I did the can-can. He saw me do the can-can. Well, in this, I do a bit of tap. I have to say, my hands up, I do a bit.
Are you calling it tap?
Yeah.
That noise?
When I click my foot. Okay. Well, I try and click.
We've known each other a long time.
We have, actually. Long time. I mean, that about the relationship, that's the one thing we should say, is that because we've known each other so long, about 45 years, is it? Yeah. That we completely trust each other. And it makes such a difference when you're on stage and you trust the person you're working with completely. I mean, if something goes wrong, we don't have to say anything. We just look at each other. We know how we're going to play it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the joy of this.
Yeah.
That is the joy of working
We
with
kiss
Sally.
at the end of our number, and sometimes we're like, "Oh, is that all right?" Yeah. Don't forget my back hurts. Yeah, all right, I've got you. Yeah.
There's a little bit of a, if I'm not mistaken, mistaken identity component of the plot as well. If you could portray another character in the show, dance requirements notwithstanding, who else would you like to be in Top Hat?
Madge.
Yeah,
quick answer there.
Absolutely. Gem of a part.
Nice.
And she nails it, of course, but...
great wig, yeah.
Great wig.
Yeah, I'd say Madge too. She's got some zingers. Although I'd have a crack at Bates as well.
Yeah?
Not well, but I'd have a crack.
Oh, come now.
I would play Bates. I think Bates is just a joy. I would love to do that. I'd love to play with all the accents and do that. I'm sure I couldn't emulate James Clyde quite as much as I'd want to, but I would definitely choose Bates. I think he'd be a great character.
You'd be a fantastic Bates.
Thank you.
I think Alberto Bedini I'd actually have a lot of fun with. Yeah.
That's a great one.
I love that role.
He's got some great lines.
It's some great lines,
Yeah.
and it's just, and I love what Alex does with the role. He's fantastic in the role, and I watch him every night and I go, oh, that would be a fun number to do. You know, Latins know how. And so anyway.
Nice. I look forward to seeing all of it. Thank you so much for taking the time to tell us about it.
Thank you so much.
Hello, everybody. I've put on, I can't get my foot up here to show you. I'm wearing a tap shoe. There we go. Managed it. That was my warm-up. That was stretching. I've put on the tap shoes because we're doing, I say we.
I'm not.
I'm doing a tap workshop, and Aeron is taking on the very challenging role of pressing record.
I never did tap classes, I just had to do it on stage.
My sister and I started doing tap on like a Monday night when the Amjam group was doing Anything Goes, and I've always wanted to tap dance. I've always loved tap dancing. It's been a long time. There's tap steps I really love. There's tap steps I've never been able to do, and who knows how much of it I can even recall. These aren't even very good tap shoes because they only have like half taps.
Come on, somebody claim 0.
You have to step forward. For God's sake. Jesus. That's not good.
Right there, right on 0.
Oh no.
Who's tap danced before? Okay, great. And then everyone else, this is their first time tap dancing. Amazing. I love this.
I feel like a happy feet. Thank you.
I don't want you to think of yourselves as dancers as much as you are musicians. Go. 1, 2, 3, go! Hey, 1, 5, 6, 7. 5. Whatever that is. 5, 6, 7, 8. Hey, so.
And post tap dance masterclass, we grabbed some food. We had chicken schnitzel, which Aeron spotted outside Oaxaca, outside the Southbank Centre. We then stopped to do a little bit of editing and posting at our favourite place to do that, our fake office, you guessed it, the National Theatre. Yay! And we're looking for someone to have a sweet treat. Disclaimer, on the tap footage, Aeron tells me, and because it wasn't like performance, because I was thinking and trying to get my feet to remember how to do stuff that they used to be able to kind of do. Some of that I could never do. Parts of that I could do, like 7 years ago. Because I was thinking so much, I wasn't thinking about my face, and my concentration face looks not angry so much as miserable.
So sad. He looked like a little toddler when they're just going to be cooked.
At rest, my face looks depressed. I've known this about myself.
You just look like you're about to tear up like a...
I need you to know I was having a lovely time, even if I felt like I was embarrassing myself, because everyone around me was really good. There were a lot of other people who had no tap experience, but they weren't in my peripheral. They were all behind me, and I did not volunteer myself to be in the middle of the stage. I'm glad that Aeron could film me easily, but I was anxious. Do you know what it was? It was adding in the clap bit at the end. Like, had we just done paradiddles for 20 minutes. That would have been fine by me. Loved those. A post-dinner return to the Southbank Centre Christmas market stalls that we visited last week. I was right here, actually. I got a turkey dog. And this time it's to get some Blondie Kitchen cookies of the large milk and white chocolate variety. And now the time has come to return to the Southbank Centre, to Queen Elizabeth the Purcell. Hold on, I'm trying to read.
This is the Purcell room.
I know, but something.
Yeah.
It's the hall. It's meant to say Queen Elizabeth. That's Queen Elizabeth II.
Yeah, and it's hall.
So it's the Elizabeth.
You belong here.
Oh, that's cute.
In cursive as well, it's quite nice.
That's giving Basil Ehrman. And we have this nice rainbow light effect cast on the floor by the installation just there. Anyhow, we're heading in to go and see Top Hat. Show us some of the tap that you learned from watching us all, Aeron James.
I know that they did like a...
Yeah. We have a whole merchandise table area with a roped entrance here at the Southbank Centre with lots of exciting bits and pieces. I can show you the prices there. We have t-shirts. We have different t-shirts that say "Puttin' on the Ritz." Of course, an Irving Berlin classic, many of which are featured in this production. You can just about glimpse a tote bag. There is an umbrella. Too few theatrical umbrellas these days. And what does it say? Isn't this a lovely day to be caught in the rain? That, I'm assuming, is a lyric that I can't recall from an Irving Berlin song. But we also have... Is that a giant magnet? That's huge. We've also got a little enamel pin pointed out there by Aeron James. We've got mugs. We've got... Oh, look at that. Look at that. It's a bottle topper. I've just noticed that. How cute. How cute is that? Some other bits and pieces over here as well. We've also got a key ring. There you go. A more rectangular magnet. An enamel pin set with a couple of different shapes there. And a zipped hoodie just over here, which on the back of it says, "Let's face the music and dance." That's a lyric I do remember. Okay, here at the bar area, they do have themed cocktails. We don't want to make it look like... No, hold on, do that again. Don't want to make it look like we're trying to jump the queue. So rather than go right up to the bar, Aeron is going to try and take a photo from a distance on his phone, and I was going to read off of that. Can I make it out? No. There's one called the Top Hat and Tails. There's one...
Let's see if I can get it off it. There's a curtain caller, I think.
Okay.
There's a Top Hat and Tails, the curtain caller, the leading lady, and the matinee balloon.
Any sense of what's in any of those?
So Earl Grey, cranberry, and cherry. It seems to be in the Top Hat and Tails.
Okay.
Some of the flavours. Gin, elderflower, brightened with lemon, and then other things in the curtain caller. Pink gin and strawberry topped with prosecco in the leading lady.
Oh, that sounds nice.
And the matinee bloom is pineapple and lime.
That does seem to be what it says.
And then something else. But this, it says, but I keep thinking that says hibiscus. And I'm like, hibiscus?
Well, thank you for your hard work there, Aeron James. We queued at the bar, so now we are closer, and I can tell you, the Top Hat and Tails, rich cherry and herbal liqueur meets smoky Earl Grey and sharp cranberry. Interesting. Curtain caller was indeed gin and elderflower brightened with lemon, finished with a clean soda spritz. The leading lady, as described, pink gin and strawberry topped with prosecco and a splash of soda, and the matinee bloom, as suspected, pineapple and lime. To bring the sharpness, hibiscus to add a floral edge, Aeron was not wrong, and soda to keep it crisp enough for any interval dash. And after all of that, I just fancied a Prosecco. And we have taken our seats in the auditorium. We are in F4 and 5, I believe. This is our view of the stage. From what we saw this afternoon, it is, for the most part, I think we can pretty much see everything. The backdrop makes it look slightly more obstructed than I think it actually is in terms of how much playing space and floor has actually been cut off, but we will wait and see, and we will let you know. Exciting to be back in this room. I haven't been here in a good long while, perhaps 2 years? Couple Christmases now? Can't recall how long ago Dolly Parton's Smoky Mountain Christmas Carol was. I always enjoy how comfortable these seats are. Worth noting, though, that there is nothing really by way of underchair space for bags, so it does sort of all end up sitting in front. And also, as you approach from one side and you see the number 6 there and you think, that must be the next seat, it's not. The number's on the inside, so this side will say 6 as well. And if you look here, that one says 5, the one before it says 4. So you want to look at the numbers on the inside of the arms and they will tell you what seat that is. The seat beyond it, that next one, is 7. Also a moment for this Art Deco set design that after this is set to tour around the country. This production debuted at Chichester Festival Theatre. The first stage version of Top Hat was about a decade and a half ago. And we've seen already this bit in the middle here. The inner of the concentric circles of the semicircular backdrop does a little bit of rotation, and I am excited to see it. Just attempted to walk all the way up this massive escalator and my knees were killing me. I was like, why do my knees hurt so much? Then I remembered, tap dancing. Oh my god, hello.
Hi.
Welcome to day 10 of the 12 days of pre-Christmas theatre. We have made it to double figures, everybody. It is the Wednesday. We finish on Friday. Today is a 2-show day. Made a 2-show day by me actually adding, not recently, not once we began. I think if I'd already started this 12-day stretch, I wouldn't have added in a matinee today. But I did. Past me was foolish and eager, and unfortunately I love theatre. So we booked some of the restricted view £25 tickets at the edge of the front row. There's a separate release for them. They are subsequently released for the...
realised what the set's like.
Yes, but for the pantomime at the London Palladium, which is probably the only panto we will see this year, and which is objectively the Vegas of pantomimes. It's not the most authentic pantomime. If you want that, you've got to go to a local venue where it really engages with the community and it's full of local staples. I mean, this is full of staples, but those staples are the likes of Julian Clary and Paul Zerdin and Nigel Havers. And this year's guest star, Catherine Tate, as well as the fantastic Rob Madge. and some other musical theatre favourites. And we left bravely late because Bond Street is very easy to zip to on the Elizabeth line from Paddington, and the Hanover Square exit of Bond Street is very close to the Palladium. So, little travel hack for you there. Walking over. Haven't seen the Palladium in a couple of years, and even then it was up in the upper circle. That was Jack and the Beanstalk. And at the end of Act 1, the Beanstalk grew up into the sky. That's the same production which is now in Bristol. And this year it is Sleeping Beauty. We're going to go see Sleeping Beauty. Join us. This is 10 years. Yes, also true. Cutting through Little Argyle Street to get to Big Argyle Street. And you won't hear the sound of Rachel Zegler singing Don't Cry For Me, Argentina, nor will you see a crowd amassed. Gone are the days. What a lovely little moment in the summer that was. But you may recognise the surroundings from the many, many clips of that outdoor moment and that performance as the London Palladium comes into view right about now. There she is, looking very festive, looking very pink and yellow for Sleeping Beauty, the London Palladium Pantomime. This is what the Stalls Bar looks like at the London Palladium. Bonus Christmas tree. We found another one, probably, I dare say, not the only other one in the building. And this here, unique cake, was created to celebrate the London Palladium centenary back in 2010. How many of these productions have we seen between us? Aeron James. That one. Yeah, we both saw that one, which was The Wizard of Oz in 2011, which then must have been upcoming. I saw that production on tour. We've probably both seen that production at some point. But yes, the London Palladium. Cake. She looks delicious. Enjoy a bit of sound desk as we head round. We have a glimpse of the stage there. Sleeping Beauty, much going on. This is very much the classic Panto aesthetic. All this sort of gaudy bells and whistles, lots of spinning wheels incorporated. We're looking across the purple illuminated stalls. Aeron and I are close to the front but severely restricted, as our tickets tell us. So we will see what that view is like. We certainly can't complain about the price. Slightly more of the set coming into view now, as well as look at these fun gobos, these fun lights here, spinning wheels on the wall. A little bit steampunk also, inadvertently. And this is that severely restricted view, and we can see the front and centre of the playing space. Certain things that happen upstage right will be obscured to us. As you can tell by the new title of the pantomime, it has been renamed. It is now Eeping Ooty. And we can see not only spinning wheels, but also thread cotton reels across the set as well. And this bit's actually moving here. It's sort of giving Wicked as it happens, like that sort of steampunky wheel aesthetic, but in a very different colour scheme. And you can now see the three magnificent tiers of this very large capacity theatre, the historic London Palladium. Aeron James taking a photo of the massive, massive programme. If you're thinking that looks like a normal sized programme, look at it sideways. Look at this. That's so thick. How much was the price, Aeron James?
12.
Oh, that's not that bad actually. I was waiting for something like 18, given how huge that is. I'm guessing we have images from pantomimes of Palladium past. The many costume design sketches there, the Olivier Award nominated and possibly award-winning costumes from previous years, as well as this year's cast and creatives and ads for other shows as well. There you go. Much to read about. You'll be there for days enjoying the Sleeping Beauty programme. And we've got a nice image there of this year's cast. Oh, it's one of those where it's like a little hole. And then that's fun. Oh, 10 years. 10 magical years. Well, that's quite nice. Okay, Palladium Panto spoilers. If you don't want to know, look away. But I mentioned previously the inflatable growing beanstalk from the centre of the stalls. This year, it's all about thorns descending from the roof of the London Palladium. Oh, one of them's still going. All the way down to the stalls. Some more here. There's some above us, up there. They're all going on. Thorns everywhere you look. Everywhere, yes. There's a thorn. Oh, you can see some there. Some thorn action going on. That's the one above us there. There you go, a rather thorny situation we have found ourselves in. Aeron is recapping the musicals that have been featured thus far in the Palladium Panto.
Wicked, Anita, and Just in Time.
Yeah, we had a bit of splish splash
Yeah.
going on. I've also just noticed the confetti is shaped like little thorns, and had I started filming seconds earlier, you'd have seen one of them land on Aeron James's head. Now, thoughts on the severely restricted view? Only on a couple of occasions. We're missing set pieces. And like arguably some very important plot, but it's the Palladium Panto, so is there any important plot? The sort of the big consequential event of Sleeping Beauty was staged so far upstage we couldn't see it, but for the most part, when anyone is on stage doing comedy bits, singing, production numbers, those are all happening far enough downstage that we can see all of those. So I'm not really mad about it, especially for the price that we paid, booking our tickets slightly more last minute. Oh my gosh, they're still... Oh, I see, the thorns are slowly deflating in anticipation. We're about to see some thorn retracting going on here. This lighting is not unlike Death Becomes Her. Down they go. Goodbye, thorns. Oh, these ones are looking... They're looking slightly deflated from where they were. And that was Sleeping Beauty, pantomime at the London Palladium. Better titled simply as the London Palladium Panto, because what it actually is scarcely matters from one year to the next. And this being a 10-year anniversary celebration, it was sort of just like highlights reel in many ways of Palladium Panto as a concept. But enjoyed. Rob Madge had an awful lot to do this year and was sensational. Lovely to see Rob Madge so ingrained in the world. Giving vocals, singing Don't Cry For Me Argentina.
I mean, the big moment though of this show, because it's produced by Michael Harrison.
Oh yeah!
He cheekily put one of his shows from this year in it.
A little bit of shocked. I was like, shocked in a panto? We love
sentimental song. I was like, oh yeah, give me a little bit of Friends.
Friend, my old friend, with pantomime lyrics. So yeah, many musicals were included.
A lot of Evita.
A lot of Evita. Had a nice time. I do think beyond its first decade of success, it would be exciting to see some fun new ideas at the Palladium Panto. I do think Julian Clary remains its brightest shining star, but is best enjoyed as a recurring appearance the way that he used to be, more so than like when he's... I don't know that he really works in a leading role where he's on stage for the majority of it, because it gets to be, it just sort of, the material becomes relentless.
To be honest, the best moment I think of the whole thing was when him and Catherine Tate got to have their full, like...
Yes.
He's best when there is like...
The pheasant plucking.
Yeah. Him and Nigel are always great on it. It's always best, I think, when he's got somebody
chance
that's
to
a
riff a bit.
similar riffer.
Yeah.
Somebody who's as quick-witted as can... I think when it's on the like... The best moments in Panto are when the performers are on the edge of just being completely causing the show.
Yeah. And great work from the ensemble. And now we're going to go and get dumplings from the dumpling place around here, which is called Aeron. Is it called Hungry? Angry?
Ugly dumpling.
Ugly dumpling. There you go. That makes sense. We're going to go get dumplings before we head up to Highgate for a festive production of Pippin. I say festive just because it's happening currently. Upstairs at the Gatehouse, little theatre above the pub. We'll be heading there in about an hour and a bit. But first, we have arrived at Ugly Dumpling. And far from ugly, these are our beautiful and hopefully very delicious dumplings. We know they'll be delicious. We've been here before. These three are curry paneer. These ones are Korean beef bulgogi. And these ones that Aeron have over here, this is a gluten-free platter cheeseburger with tiny little fries on top. Yeah, with gluten-free soy sauce. Those ones are spring roll, thank you. And those ones are the chicken satay. Yes, all looking very nice and delicious. Yum, yum, yum. Took the Northern Line up to Highgate Station and look what we found. It's a poster for Pippin upstairs at the Gatehouse. And if this is the aesthetic of the production, I'm quite excited. Highgate is, I guess, a pretty fancy part of London. We only ever tend to see it by dark because we only ever come here to go to the Gatehouse. Of the evenings, it's above a pub. The pub is very nice. The pub is upmarket. We've had dinner there before. Oh, there's a poster for Moomin Valley still. Previous show. Lots of Paddington. Paddington is taking over the West End. I like to play games with these. I like to tap them if I've seen the show. Heading up the hill to... it's windy. Heading up the hill to the Gatehouse pub so that we can venture upstairs at the Gatehouse to the pub theatre above it to go and see Pippin. How many times will I have seen Pippin by this point? I first saw it at the Menier, video game Pippin. I then saw outdoor hippie Pippin as we were emerging from the theatrical shutdown.
I saw the Civic Pippin and the concert Pippin. I have only seen it twice in person.
Yeah.
But I was obsessed with Broadway Revival.
Who among us was not?
I still wish we had that production come over.
I know.
It always makes me sad that they didn't.
That should have come over here. I mean, it's never too late. It still could, just with a different cast.
Do it.
Yeah. Previously at the Gatehouse, we have seen, well, we were recently here for Moomin Valley in November, which that's the full name of the show. That's not
the full name of the show. That's the last word of it.
What's the full name of the show?
It was
Moomin Valley in November. I said Moomin Valley in November.
I only had Moomin Valley the musical.
No, I said Moomin Valley. Roll the footage. Moomin Valley in November.
I heard you go, Moomin Valley, that is the full name of the musical. I was like, that's not the full name of the musical.
The street lamps around here are electric, and yet I am being gaslit.
Rewind, because I do not remember him saying
Moomin Valley in November.
I'm happy to roll that footage.
Moomin Valley in November.
Anyhow, we have also seen Songs for a New World here earlier this year. This time last year, their Christmas show was Roadshow.
Yes.
Sondheim's Roadshow.
We saw You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown.
But between Roadshow and now Pippin, I do love their commitment to just absolutely off-the-wall, festive programming choices. And much has been said about like the venues that do Panto, the venues that do like a family musical or something very alternative. This is alternative for sure.
Yeah.
Here it is, the Gatehouse pub, where occasionally you might spot a celebrity face. The Christmas tree you can see in the window up there above is the sort of bar chill out space of upstairs at the Gatehouse. So literally it is upstairs, at least I think it is anyway. Maybe that's a room above the pub. I don't actually know. But yes, I'm not going to stop and pause to show you because I need the toilet quite badly. So we're just going to go in and do that first, but we will get one last glance of the artwork before we head inside to the Gatehouse. And here we are. We have arrived. They have a ticketless system here, and they have checked us in against their lists. We even have names on seats for assigned seating. We have the program here with that familiar, slightly creepy Jester Joker artwork going on, and this is the stage setup here. This is very much one of London's fringe venues here above the Gatehouse pub. They do love of late a good floor design, and I appreciate that, with a lot of purple crushed velvet curtainage going on. A lot of drape, a lot of stylish drape. Aeron James also made the absolutely exemplary choice to get us both very delicious mulled wine from the bar downstairs, which is just lovely. Oh my god, hey, it is Thursday. It is raining. It is London. And once again, I am grateful for this Some Like It Hot umbrella that we got at an event, which was an opening night souvenir. We were not at the opening night, but we got it subsequently. Haha.
Hello. We are en route to a workshop presentation.
That's a wild angle.
I'm just trying here. Sometimes we just try. Ooh, a pizzeria coming here. That building's been empty for so long. That's so nice to see. A pizzeria.
Panto a mano.
We will find out if they do gluten-free when they open in January, very soon.
We're also a stone's throw from two pizza places who do gluten-free.
Yeah. If you're coming to central London, if you're going to the West End and you like the Les Mis or Oliver or any of those, Dean Street entrance of the Elizabeth line is your friend. It's also great because you could literally get off at Dean Street, walk forward, then go to your pre-show dining place and then walk straight to the theatre like it's in a perfect line. It's in the heart of the West End and Soho.
Tottenham Court Road is the station.
Yeah, that's the station you'll probably use the most if you're going to the West End. At the end, like where Prada is and everything. But the Dean Street entrance is always so much quieter and a lot easier to traverse. We're off to see Dashing, which is a Christmas musical that's in workshop presentation at the Underbelly Boulevard.
Yes.
Which I will say, I've seen more workshop presentations there than I feel like I've seen shows there.
Yeah.
I really do not know anything about this other than the fact that it has a reindeer on it.
I'm pretty sure it's a queer, festive rom-com. Dashing, to my mind, is a titular double meaning because it's like dashing like, ooh, isn't he dashing?
And dashing through the snow, like Christmas.
Through the snow, yeah.
Or like Dasher the reindeer, which makes sense for the logo.
Maybe it's the untold story, the life and times of the reindeers of the North Pole.
No, that's too much.
We don't want a Wicked style about the reindeers.
Well, no, because they're all good anyhow, so how would it be Wicked style?
No, they bullied Rudolph.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
So maybe they're all actually nice and Rudolph is just an asshole. Maybe that's...
Oh, that's too much for my brain. I always preferred Rudolph over Santa, so...
Oh.
Yeah, Santa didn't deliver my presents.
Frosted.
No
Maybe that's...
No, that'd be about Jack Frost.
Yeah. Anyhow, we're going to a workshop this afternoon. 1 p.m. start.
Yeah.
That was an early wake up.
So we're currently in Soho. This is kind of one of the main like areas, but in like the West End, central London, that I feel like you might visit. If you're American or European and you live Duncan, they have a spot here right by the station.
We'll probably go there after the workshop.
Yeah, because Duncan's probably one of my favourite chain coffee stores, fun fact. Mainly just in the US though.
I love that you're telling the vlog this. If they've watched any of the New York vlogs, they absolutely already know that Duncan is your favourite.
There could be new people. It's good to let people know.
And here, amidst a couple of amorous establishments, shall we say, you can find Underbelly Boulevard, Soho. Currently home to Mario the Maker Magician and Sophie's surprise party all across the building, and hopefully Sophie arrives blindfolded or via a different entrance, otherwise she's going to find out about it, everybody. Nobody thought that through. The theatre is actually that thing you're seeing up there, and that's a cute little cafe bar. To get to the theatre itself, you actually have to climb even higher. It's way up in the top of this building over here. This is just the entrance. You go up here, and then you cross over the little walkway from which you can see various amorous establishments, and then find yourself up there in the theatre. We're here, we're in, the lighting is red and green to remind you that it is the festive season, and if that's not enough of a reminder, I am wearing Christmas hat.
I know.
Party hats. What
Mine's
happened to yours?
there.
Oh, okay. We've also been given chocolate coins in Quality Street and stickers. It's a great day.
My chocolate coin.
I'm going to eat it mid-show, like it's Romantics Anonymous. I know. Yeah. Hello everybody. In a distinctly unfestive turn of events, the weather has remained inclement Side note, is that an adjective we ever use in a different context? Is anything other than weather ever described as inclement? A question. We're here at Dunkin', as foretold earlier on by Mr. Aeron James. We're getting some hot chocolat because it's chilly and wet. And we just watched a cute little workshop, cute little festive show. It is in fact twice as gay as I thought it was, because there was also a lesbian couple in the narrative, which was fun. It was sort of Hallmark / fantasy, but just silly, zany, small town festive vibes. Sort of Christmassy chaos, which I enjoyed. I enjoyed much. And a cast of fantastic performers, all looking for representation, which it was great to see emerging talent. Really talented cast. And yeah, fun times. Fun times were had. I had a complimentary mince pie in between the two acts, so you know, the day is going well. This evening is the press night of Oh Mary, speaking of zany, chaos and gay. Before then, I'm going to try and do as much editing as possible and salvage whatever's happening to my hair. I think we're going to hop on the Northern Line down to the National Theatre. Sure. There are places to hang out around here, but they're just not as good. They're just not as good. They're not as spacious and relaxed. We'd either have to keep like buying a steady flow of beverages, or like not have plug sockets, or not have table space. So I think that's going to be the plan. Sipping hot chocolate as we go. I got hot chocolate with birthday cake, as in that's a flavour. Yeah, I'm curious. I don't think they've just chucked a slice of birthday cake in there, but I wouldn't be mad about it. It's a syrup. Okay, well, nothing can compete with the mental image that I just created for myself. Aeron, meanwhile, has a hazelnut hot chocolate.
Hot chocolate. I added espresso, so it's more of a mocha. But the hazelnut hot chocolate is a collab with Nutella.
Nutella?
So it's actually a Nutella hot chocolate with turned into a mocha.
Yum, yum. We're going to drink these on our way to the underground now. I know you've been waiting in suspense. Here's the hot chocolate verdict. You're enjoying yours?
This is nice. You can tell it's Nutella, but you can actually tell it's specifically Nutella, not normal hazelnut.
It's not bad. It's still nice hot chocolate. We've decided we think to have a white hot chocolate with birthday cake.
I think that makes more sense because like a birthday cake is like Victoria sponge, which is like...
Or if I like stacked things, if I did like vanilla and birthday cake.
Or, so they had a white chocolate syrup, so you could have mixed that with the milk hot chocolates and it would have been like a stracciatella vibe, and then...
Would it though? I can hope that would be what it would be. Yeah. It just feels a little thin. Train is coming. Choo choo. This is me editing, or taking a break from editing, to tell you about it via vlog here at the National Theatre on the upper level. I like this part specifically. I mean, don't start coming here because I need it. But we have plugs, and we have tables, and we have chairs. They don't have back support, but nowhere can you find all of the above. I have a lovely view over here, and I also have a lovely view over here. It's Mr. Aeron James getting on with work of his own. If we get time before we have to go and get food pre-Oh Mary opening night, I will show you the costume and set design exhibit that they have just over there. It looks quite cool, which I believe is all about the Linbury Prize for Emerging Designers. Yes, we have designs here from productions various different places around the world, in fact, because what you're seeing here is a costume worn by Joanna in an Australian production of Sweeney Todd, as pictured there, back in 2023. There you go. Some very exciting designs here. We've got some model boxes. Look at this Antigone. Wow. I can put the camera in and have you stand amongst it. I hope that it was fun for you. Oh, Passing Strange at the Lyric Hammersmith 2023. At the Lyric Hammersmith in 2023. Did that happen? Did I miss that? Do they mean it was at the Young? Do they mean Young Vic? I'm so confused. Another model box here for Paradise. Loads of cool things here to come and check out. I mean, I love just looking at model boxes, even for productions I didn't get to see. We have costumes on display here as well. Lots of exciting stuff. This one's remarkable. Look at this. This is for a Madame Butterfly. Oh, a speculative design, I see. So not one that ever necessarily came to fruition, but my goodness. I mean, an escalator on stage, as well as an entire tree. And then all sorts of things here. I mean, for anyone considering design for theatre as a career, this is something you definitely have to come and check out. I love that they are displaying this to pay tribute to another aspect of the creative process. Anyway, Aeron and I, while getting a lot of work done for the last hour and a half, have been able to smell like the roast chicken dinner that they're doing for whatever's happening upstairs. So we're going to go and get food before the press night performance of Oh Mary at 7. Going to eat, going to go get some Farmer J. Nice, good hearty meal. And here we are in Farmer J near Piccadilly. Let me walk you through my field tray. We went for brown rice. I have 2 different types of chicken because this was the dregs of the amber chicken. You didn't want the amber chicken, did you? Did I take the amber chicken from you?
No, it was fine. I'd rather have just one.
Sure. I have a half and half because there was not quite enough of this one left, but he was like, I can do a bit of both. And I was like, what a guy. Let's do a bit of both. I have cauliflower, although as I was walking away I thought, should I have had the seasonal truffle mac and cheese? But it's done now. It's what it is. There's something new, sort of saucy on the sweet potatoes. Oh!
Which is why I didn't get it.
Aaron did not go for that.
Because of allergens, technically, we didn't know.
Ah, it was gluten inclusive. Some sort of a maple sauce going on. So Aaron, as you'll notice, instead has a Brussels sprout. Normally we have very symmetrical... Oh, and cabbage. Normally we have very similar field trays. A bit of aioli for the vegetables, a vegan banana maple dark chocolate mini, sort of a muffin situation, and a beverage. And one slightly hastily eaten meal later, Aeron and I are on our way, like Violet from the musical Violet, to what is probably the last major West End press night of the year. Yeah, there's a couple early on in January, actually from the same PR company representing Oh Mary tonight, so we can blame them, which feels like the annual equivalent of like an early alarm in the morning, but it's okay because we're still going to have a lovely few weeks commencing very, very soon. 2 more days for us tonight and tomorrow, 2 more shows, but this is the last one that is an actual press night. Oh Mary opening in the West End, a show that Aeron and I have seen previously off-Broadway and on Broadway last year and this year. We've seen the show's original writer Cola Scola playing the role of Mary Todd Lincoln. We have also seen Titus Burgess playing the role. Very excited to see my friend Mason Alexander Park do it. Very intrigued about what I'm sure is bound to be a very different interpretation, just because Mason is a very different performer. And I know Mason to be a very funny person. And a very smart and ethereal and silly person all at the same time. Mason, as do we all, contains multitudes. So I can see it. I can see the vision. But I'm really excited. And also hearing great things about the supporting cast, including Giles Terrera, who is never less than astounding. Yeah, people are saying he's maybe one of the best Lincolns since Lincoln. Walking down, lovely Christmas lights here. These are probably some of my favourites. I like these ones. They are quite extra and dramatic, but it works. And here it is at the Trafalgar Theatre in London, the beckoning yellow glow of Oh Mary, and the sort of Mona Lisa-esque bemused expression of the star that is Mason Alexander Park. Everything glowing quite yellow underneath this marquee. We have similar glamour shots for the supporting cast here. We're going to head inside, go get our tickets. There are interviews happening. There are some press arrivals. I see Luke Evans here, of course, because of his connection to director Sam Pinkleton, who will direct him as Frankenfurter in an upcoming Broadway revival of the Rocky Horror Show for the Roundabout Theatre Company, which is what I would be saying if I was on the carpet right now, but thank God I'm not, because I am tired enough this week. We're going to head in and go get tickets. We have some merchandise here happening. We have some little trinkets. You can see a cute little pin badge, very cute little key ring, which is a ticket stub style. We have a magnet featuring Mason Alexander Park. They're also selling the play text and you can see everything else that they have on offer on the listing just over here. We have bags, sweaters, hats, featuring Mason Alexander Park as Mary. And after a slightly crowded foyer, we have arrived to the Trafalgar Theatre. First time experiencing the dress circle post the theatre's renovation. This used to be two distinct theatrical spaces, if you can imagine it. There was a downstairs and a smaller upstairs sort of studio space, and some years ago it was turned into one entire more West End sized theatre. And this is our first time experiencing the very spacious dress circle. It's a very nice dress circle, it's very pretty. Yeah, we think we maybe even like it better than the stalls.
The rake's so good.
It is. It's like a slightly more spacious version of the Ambassadors Theatre, for those of you who have visited there. And we have this lovely view of the yellow curtains, nice little ruching at the top, but also it's kind of enshrined by a purple lit proscenium. It's looking blue on my camera at the moment, but much like when we go see Death Becomes Her on Broadway, I promise you it's purple in real life. Very, very excited to welcome Oh Mary to London. So what we're doing now, because the Trafalgar is a small little space... Oh, show us the outfit. Oh, Cole and Sam. Yeah, didn't see either of them. Didn't really see who else was there, so we're now finding out afterwards. Saw a couple of celebs, but fun to find out who we were sharing an audience with. Yeah, I was behind Emma Corrin at the bar. Yeah. Many starry faces. I saw Tia Coffee. Yes. And for the final time in this vlog, oh my god, hey! Welcome to day 12, the 12th day, the final day of pre-Christmas theatre, of Theatremas, of whatever we decided to call it by the time these vlogs got published. We have finally arrived at the end, everybody. We've made it, we're there. We are, when I say there, we are in Finsbury Park this evening. That is where we are. We have taken trains to head to the aptly named Park Theatre to see Dracapella, which once again, I guess, falls into the realm of alternative festive program. I feel like we've seen more alternative than actual festive programming.
I think so.
Yeah, we've seen like the Palladium Panto was, I guess, overtly festive. We've seen like a decent amount of family stuff, but for the most part, lots of alternative vibes. Goes to show, even at this time of year, there's a great variety of theatre in London and in the UK. This officially opened a couple of weeks ago. We're seeing it a little bit late, and I am here this evening to film a little something to promote their young person's ticket scheme, which I was so excited to receive that particular email because it's something I've been really enthusiastic about since I was a theatre-going young person and benefited from absolutely all of those schemes, the majority of which I aged out of during the years of the theatrical shutdown. Aeron James, before we venture inside, were you ever a part of a young person's ticket scheme?
Yeah.
Which ones?
Oh gosh, tons. The RSC Key,
Yeah.
the National Theatre one.
Yeah. Did you ever do the Matilda on the day, £5? I did those.
Well, the RSC one also covered the...
Oh, sure.
Because that was kind of the cover of Matilda. Also, the Grant in Wolverhampton used to have a great one when I was there, which was you could get £5 tickets to all the touring shows. You just arrived half an hour before the show started, and they gave you the seats they were allowed to give out for £5.
That's perfect.
It was £5. I'm sure it was £5. It was £5 or £10. So I saw, and me and my nan or me and Tilly would go and stand there and just wait and then get them.
That's so cool,
And
especially if
it'd be
you're
like-
local.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it would be like, because the Wolves got all the big tours, so it would be
I did
decent musicals.
half price at the Southampton Mayflower for touring musicals, but I don't know if that was like, I don't think that was up to 25. That was up to like 18, I think. National Theatre entry pass, that was real cheap. That was like £2.50
Yeah.
and a guest for £5. Mousetrap Theatre Projects.
It is wild now when you think about those prices, and you're a bit like,
Yeah.
that would never be the case now.
Yeah. Breeze, Regent's Park. But not all of these exist anymore. Some of them still do.
Yeah.
The old Vickers one that used to have great young person's tickets.
Oh yeah, because I had them as a young person.
PwC sponsored, I think. It's been 12 consecutive days of seeing theatre. This is the last one. This is the final hurdle.
Yeah.
Cute little 2 hours and 10 minutes of Dracapella. Exciting people in the cast. We'll tell you more as we remember it, as we venture inside.
I don't know. I must have seen an a cappella show at some point.
Excuse me?
Or at least I've seen musicals that have moments of a cappella, but I don't know if I've seen a full through
I don't think I have.
show.
I don't think I have. So intrigued. I think this is like both vocally a cappella, but also like Foley. Is
That makes
the
sense.
vibe I'm getting?
I know there's a beatboxer.
Yeah, I think it might be like fun radio play kind of
Yeah.
vibes. So we will see. We will find out more.
Yeah.
We're going to go inside now. We already have tickets. We may get beverages. I think the plan is to film the little bit of promo content in the interval back out here, which all being well will only take a couple minutes because I'm going to nail it in the first take. I'm not.
That would... He might.
Have we been back here in a year?
I can't remember the last time I was here. It was last Christmas, I think.
Cyrano. I think it was maybe the last show before Christmas this time last year. Wow. And here we are again.
Quite possibly.
Here we are. I'll show you. Hold on, let me show you. The station is over there. If you go for I think it was called the Seven Sisters exit, then that comes out just down the side street there, and it's the quickest walk up here to the Park Theatre. There she is. You can see Dracapella advertised there on the left, running until the 17th of January. And then forthcoming productions, The Rat Trap, Whodunit Unrehearsed 4. It's a sequel. 2 Halves of Guinness. And Consumed. Oh, of course. Which we saw at the Traverse Theatre up at the Fringe, up at the Edinburgh Festival Fringe. Well, there you go. Festive vibes await us inside. We're going to head in now. And in true festive spirit, even though I'm so tired, I'm basically incomprehensible to the bar staff because I can't form coherent sentences, we have 2 mulled wines and 1 mince pie. How yummy, how festive. And we are in the space, one of 2 spaces here at the park. It is a 2-tier theatre. You can see a little circle level up there, the back row of which has quite high seats, if that should affect you. This is one of those charming little bench seating theatres. Who needs armrests when you have close proximity to the person sat next to you? And we have light bulbs hanging above the set. I see a coffin. I see signage for Whitby, London, Dover, Transylvania and Europe. Aeron James has procured a programme and is taking the all-important programme picture. Otherwise, years from now, how will we even remember that we were here? And yes, lots to take in. Lots of different hats. I infer that there will be multi-rolling, as that is the implication of lots of different hats. And I'm excited to find out more. It's fun to go into a piece of theatre knowing almost nothing about it, other than the members of the company, which is a very exciting one, including Kiala Settle, Lorna Want, Akko Mitchell, Monique Ash-Palmer, Stephen Ashfield, as well as Kieran Dowd, Alexander Belgarian Hackett, Philip Pope, and that in fact is everyone. There you go. There you go. Some exciting names, many of whom we have seen before, and all of whom we are excited to see today in Dracapella, or Dracapella, depending on your pronunciation. Interval spiel done, and found some more bonus points right before the end of the vlog and the year with this Park Theatre Christmas tree, which is actually one of my favourites. I think they always do a lovely job with the decorations here at Park. It feels very homey and cute. Also, I found this signage here for the young person's ticket scheme that I'm here to promote. So see if you can scan yonder QR code. See if that works for you. If not, then hopefully here on YouTube as well as possibly over on Instagram I will have made a little reel talking about the scheme, or you can just visit their website. That was nuts.
That was wild.
That was fun. That was silly.
That was so New Yorkie.
Deeply, it was very new, but it was also, I kept thinking about Dracula, A Comedy of Terrors, and I was like,
I did as well.
the writers of that would love this, and the writers of this would love, I just want them to hang out. Because it was like, every bit as silly as that Dracula was, I was like, you just made different silly choices. The a cappella of it all was crazy. Did you see the bit where he was doing it through his neck?
Yeah.
Wild. Like, it's like an acclaimed beatboxer, I believe, one member of the company, who was providing most of the... I loved the scene transitions that were like spooky Dracula music, but like... With vibes, yeah. But then also like sound effects like creaking doors and like fluttering bats and heartbeats and all sorts. People falling off from like great heights and hysterical, hilarious, unexpected musical moments. I totally forgot for the first 5 minutes that it was a musical.
Yeah.
With silly jukebox choices.
It kind of feels like partly like the unhingedness of Titanic, like... It's kind of a mix between, like, if you mix Titanic and O'Mary.
Sure,
it's like
sure.
an intersection-y type of
What a way
vibe.
to finish. What a vibe to conclude. Are we going to hit up this M&S Simply Food?
Oh, we can stop here?
I think so.
Oh, we can do, yeah.
Absolutely, yes. Finsbury Park is a very confusing station to navigate. But I got milk chocolate raisins, Belgian milk chocolate raisins, and flavoured water, because I know how to party. Oh my god, hey.
Hi.
These are the hats. I was telling you about the hats. Look, we can make the noses touch. Make them kiss.
Bert and Ernie Gay Cannon.
These are the ones we got at the Manchester Christmas market. Technically, these are our Christmas present from Sean.
Yeah.
Because Sean's Singin' in the Rain ticket was his Christmas present from me. So, Bert and Ernie hats. I saw them and I was like... Okay, but do we have to get them for us? Because we kind of are. Those who know us personally, we do have quite, and it's this way round.
Yeah,
specifically.
it is specifically this way round.
I would love to be an Ernie, but I know that I'm a Bert, and that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. We have made it to the end. Oh, you're my Ernie. Oh, that's as gay as it sounds.
Oh, that was rude.
Why?
I kissed your cheek and you were like, no. I was like, such a Bert moment.
Hello, Ernie. Which also makes us Rod and
Nikki
from Avenue Q. Anyway, we've made it to the end of...
We have made it to the end.
12 days.
12 days.
Of Theatre Before Christmas.
0.5.
Yeah.
With a prologue.
Saw the last show. What a fun, silly show to end with.
Yeah, that was kind of a nice, like, chaotic...
Yeah.
Like...
At the point that the brain is mush.
Being iconic.
Hysterical choices. Wild. I was cackling on occasion. If you saw something you liked theatrically, go and check it out. By the time you're seeing this, I will be on my way to having posted my thoughts on all of them. By the time you're seeing this, I will be done with all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Hopefully, because right now I'm not. Like, we travel up to begin the festive break tomorrow. We're seeing friends tomorrow afternoon. We have packing to do. But I also, as of right now, have like 4 more reviews to film, 8 to edit, and a couple of other videos. So I'm going to start doing that right now. But by the time you're seeing this, I'm done.
Yay.
And Christmas has already happened. And I hope that it was lovely for you if you celebrate. But just in general, that everyone has had a lovely festive break. And I hope that you've had a stagey year as we head towards the end of this one. I hope that everyone is staying safe and that you have... We'll do a stagey year.
Okay.
Have a stagey year. Bye-bye.
Bye.
For 10 more seconds, I'm MickeyJoTheatre. Oh my god, hey. Thanks for watching. Have a stagey day. Subscribe!